knows at this moment that he knew. Up.
What's up, guys? Hope you're all doing good. I know I'm a little late to the party, but happy Christmas to everyone and happy holidays. I know I didn't upload last week because I wanted to get this water mechanics done and all that properly. So here is a devlog for that. First and foremost, what I did is as soon as you dive into the water, you can basically move in a reduced speed like this. I know the swimming animation is not done yet. I'll quickly show that to you. The swimming animation, it's a work in progress actually.
No.
Don't judge me, alright. I'm still working on it, and it is kind of difficult to actually get this properly done, and I'm not really good at animations in the first place. Right. So in addition to that swimming, whenever you are inside the water, you basically suffocate. You cannot. So if you don't come out of the water in a specific amount of time, the player will die. So you can basically avoid that by coming up on top of the water like this. And I'm basically clamping the position of the player as soon as you hit the surface, so that you get this little bit of a floating effect here. And if you want to jump to the surface, you can hit space from here, so you will jump to the surface. You cannot hit jump from inside the water, so to actually do that you have to come up to the surface like this. And this is a bit of a secret to only the people who watch the devlog, but you can basically do this rapid jumping technique here, and you can basically move quicker in the water. If you are in the water, then you will move a little slowly, but if you do this jumping thing, you can actually move a little faster than normal. So if you have been following my devlogs from before, you might know that this water mechanic is actually a new thing, and all the other levels I have been designing, they actually come under first phase or second phase. So all the second phase levels actually has a different player than the player that I load in the third phase. So I have different players for phase 2 and phase 3. I basically wanted to keep different scripts for different players so that they're easily manageable, and I don't have new bugs whenever I am working on some 10th phase or something. I don't want new bugs cropping up in second phase player per se. So keeping different scripts for different players actually helps me maintaining code for that particular phase itself. So in the same way, I'm actually maintaining different scenes in a different folder, and even segregated a few core scripts, few main scripts as per the phase inputs and all that. So yeah, right now the water that you see, it's kind of stationary, right? So I actually have an effect made for this. It is kind of what do you say? It's like a starting point for what I am planning on doing in the future. So yeah, the water effect that I actually made in a shader is basically a sine wave of sorts. So you have this oscillating motion over here. This is like a starting point basically. I'm trying to improve on this thing. So whenever the player drops in the water, so you can create a ripple effect in a wavy fashion through this effect. This is basically a shader graph I created. It's a simple shader. If you want to know about how I did this, you can put in the comment section so that I will make a new video if at all you're interested in it. Yeah, so I also have this waterfall thing here. It basically fills up the area. Basically fills up the whole level with water, and the water level will rise. So you basically have to solve the level with that new constraint in mind. So the effect is still work in progress, but you get the idea. It will basically fill up the whole area, right? So I reduce the speed so that you can look at this in a little better perspective, but Yeah, so the waterfalls will basically fill up the water, and I'm gonna put some sprite animation over here to cover the fading effect here, but yeah, that's what happens. And in addition to that, I'm also planning on keeping some bottom vents, so that waterfalls are not the only thing that actually affects the water level. So you can also use some boulder to cover up the vents to stop the water from flowing, or some sort of mechanic like that I'm thinking of. Yeah, yeah. And coming to my next plans, so I actually completed the mechanics that I wanted to do for this particular phase, for the phase 3 of my game, and I'm going to design few levels and see how it comes out. Yeah, one more thing, phase 2 is completed. This is basically like a demo of sorts, demo or the first intro phases for any player playing. So if you guys are interested in playing this phase uh, and understanding the game and getting a feel for the game, you can let me know in the comment section. I will put up a demo, playable demo in the upcoming videos, so that even I can get some valuable feedback and how the levels are coming out and how players are actually reacting to it. So yeah, please let me know in the comment section. Anyways guys, I know this video is little weird. I always do a lot of stuff in the video, I mean a lot of voiceovers and all that, but this video came out a little different. I don't have much time. I couldn't take out much time for video editing and all that, so I had to do a quick video. Anyways guys, if you want to follow my progress, please subscribe to the channel, and if you want to follow my progress even more closely, follow me on Twitter. Link is in description. And thank you guys for watching. Hope you have awesome holidays and happy new year. See you next time.